Welcome everyone to Lost Wiki. I have no idea what this game is about, but I saw it online, and it looks really cool, so we're playing it. So let me tell you a bit about it. First off, I'd just like to say, I don't know if this is going to show up on the YouTube video or not, but there's like dithering and like a CRT effect, so the entire screen is always moving. There's like little jitters in the pixels and stuff. It looks really good. I have no idea if it's going to show up on YouTube or not. But I love the color scheme. So basically, about half a year ago or so, I can't really remember now, I saw, like, I can't remember if it was a post on Blue Sky or if it was a video on YouTube or something. I think it was a post on Blue Sky about this game coming out soon. And I was like, this is a really cool looking game. And I forgot about it. And then, a few days ago, I saw another post saying the game's launched. So, we're gonna play it. It's a mystery puzzle game. So I do have a notepad next to me if I need it. I probably won't, but you never know. It's always good to have that. It's fairly short. It's like 2 hours, so it'll probably be 3 or 4 episodes, depending on how long it takes me. And basically, you are presented with this mystery, and you have to solve it by browsing Wikipedia pages. I'm really excited. So let's just hop right in and see what this is about. Also, music. Chef's Kiss. Great music. New game. Version 1.2, system code 342. 1995. User ID. Passcode. I have to enter in a user ID and passcode? Oh, I just click. Okay. It's a 5-digit password and a 5-digit user ID. Alright. That's a very chunky sound effect for that. Mail. Lysenko. Potential job. I've read your articles and I think you can notice what others miss. You're thorough and more importantly careful. That's what I need. I've granted you limited access to the database. Oh, the database. It holds more than enough if you know where to look. Attachments, database instructions.doc. Whoa, big screen. Okay. Instructions. 1. Use the hyperlinks to navigate around the database. Drag the right words into the report. When you are satisfied with your conclusions, submit the findings to me. I will review them. There's zoom buttons, and I can pan around. Okay, that's pretty useful. Question mark. In the mail file, press the attachment file you would like to view. Hold and drag to move. Scroll to zoom. Alternative, use plus and minus. Thank you, game. Alright, I guess we're in. I do have access to everything, which is nice. I can move the windows. Okay, what's this say here? Valid text from the database to the empty slots in the report. Alternatively, click on the slot to fill in the current article. Click on a filled slot to reset it. Press submit if you are confident. So it's a bit like Obra Dinn, kind of. That's the instructions. What that means. Alright. No image available. We have no images in our image viewer. Enter your system code followed by the local area code. Oh my god. Okay, so we've got a passcode. Redacted bypass. Interesting. Report. Blank is a quiet town in Zarnava. It is beside the blank, a vibrant woodland with a very distinct ecosystem. At the heart of the forest, a tall tree stands proud that locals refer to as the blank. This is the main mystery of the game. I know that. I know that for certain. The town itself has a thriving blank business. One which boasts bountiful harvests and provides food sustainability. I don't really want to press this. Oh, okay. Dragging valid text from the database to the empty slots in the report. Alternatively, click on the slot to fill in the current article. Click on a filled slot to reset it. Press submit if you are confident. So it's a bit like Obra Dinn, kind of. That's the instructions, and we have no mail. Yeah, it's the only mail we have. This is like the list of mail here on the side. Okay. Oh, that's pretty easy. Eastern. I think that sounds right. Beside. Look at that. We're starting off pretty simple. Alright, let's read. Kozlovka is a small town located in the eastern region of Zarnava, nestled at the edge of the Bieloweza forest. Okay. Also, we can bookmark, which is nice to know. This town boasts agricultural achievements with incredibly fertile soil. agricultural. Agriculture. There we go. Kozlovka was founded in 1887 and survived significant challenges, including German occupation during World War II and the later Soviet influence. Nice. We can look around. Anything to look at in here? It just looks like a small town with like a single road. Pretty cool. Click on hyperlinks to access an article. The bookmark icon allows you to bookmark the article visible in the flowchart. There's a flowchart. The flowchart gives you access to any visited article. Click and drag to navigate. Use the scroll wheel to zoom. That's flowchart here, right? It is. Okay. All right. We need to find the forest tree, so it's going to be here. Okay, we've already got something interesting here. It's like a tombstone. There's like a square icon. I want to draw that down. That's interesting. I practiced my 3D shapes a while ago. That beautiful cube drawn on a piece of paper. All right. Białowieża Forest is located next to the town of Kozlovka. Known for its distinctive natural features, it is home to an ancient tree, the Draken Oak, which is believed to be over 1,000 years old. It's also home to a unique and rare fungus, symbiotic ergo, or ergot. I don't know how to pronounce that. This looks pretty done to me. Kozlovka is a quiet town in Zarnava. It is beside the Białowieża Forest, a vibrant woodland with a very distinct ecosystem. At the heart of the forest, a tall tree stands proud that locals refer to as the Draken Oak. The town itself has a thriving agriculture business, one of which boasts bountiful harvests and provides food sustainability. Is that correct? Absolutely, it's correct. Need more than this. You found something, but not enough. If you want to keep going, we need to understand where this place began. Look for patterns and connections. The flowchart is a tool, not a solution. Follow the threads, not the labels. Okay, so we got a second page of the report now. Okay. Engraved on the tree, there are two runes, the top being blank and the bottom being blank. Locals clearly hold spiritual beliefs tied to the forest. These beliefs are not unfounded, for there are colonies of blank around the tree. Ah, that's this. This one right here. There are colonies of symbiotic ergot around the tree. The fungus is likely the cause of the town's agricultural success. All right, let's look at these fungus. Good picture of a fungus. Lovely fungus. Oh gosh, they got the scientific name. Claviceps symbiotica, symbiotic ergot, is a unique fungus in the Białowieża forest. It relies on a symbiotic relationship with their plant host, the Draken Oak. Okay. So it's like kind of like a, I guess all mushrooms are kind of like that. Parasitic in a way, where they grow off of other things. The fungus is, there's an is missing. The fungus is known to cause extraordinary fertility of the surrounding land. Dr. Kazimir Ostrovsky, there you go. It's going to take me a second to get some of these names. Dr. Kazimir was the leading expert in the symbiotic ergot. Though uncommon, it can also be used as a medicinal herb. Oh, really? Ironically, due to Kozlovska's incredibly fertile soil, the medical herbs grown in the area are too potent for use and are not approved by the government. Whoa! Really? However, some locals vouch for their effectiveness, such as the local pharmacist, Dr. Mistislav, and the witch, although she advocates for it in ancient pagan rituals. I'm gonna start writing down some of these names, because you never know. Actually, you know what? Screw it. We're going to do this a different way. Is this going to work? Can you guys see this? You cannot. Give me a second. I'm going to tweak my window here so that you guys can see. There we go. I have a notepad up. I'm going to start writing on here. So we have Dr. Mstislav Dragunov. There's a pharmacist who wants the potent drug. We have a witch. We don't know what the witch is about. Let's go back a page. There was another name there, which is another doctor. put that up here. Dr. Kazimir Ostrovsky is a leading expert in the fungus. I have no idea what I'm going to need to know and what I'm not going to need to know, so we're just going to write everything down. What is up with you? They are a Russian mycologist who specialized in the study of rare fungus. He moved to Zarnava and dedicated most of his 30-year career to studying the ergot. He was invited to Kozlovka as part of the Modern Farming Initiative, primarily researching the ecosystem in the forest. Okay, we need to go back to the tree. But I'm very interested in this. The Modern Farming Initiative was proposed by the mayor. Okay, we've got a mayor now. Mayor Jan Dragonov. Wait a minute. That's the doctor. Okay. Mayor related to Dr. Dragonov. See, we got over here. This is the person we just got here now. Mayor Jan. And then we have the doctor who was into the drug who was related to the mayor. In some way or form or shape. Alright. Interesting. There are question marks here. Undiscovered links. Okay, that's good to know. We need to find the tree back in the forest. We need some information on this tree. The Draken Oak. Quercus drakensis. Draken Oak is a rare and ancient tree in the Biloways forest. The carving on the trunk was said to be a pagan tradition to honor the agricultural season. That's that right there. It is protected by the government in 1991 after establishing their independence. Okay, what can we get from that? Top being... Well, we don't know. We just know it's pagan. Oh! The government is restricted? Scientific and Cultural Preservation Initiative. Passcode required. Year of Independence. Ah, I didn't write it down. Oh, there you go. 1991. I'm going to type that down right now. From Russia, I presume? 1991. Alright. Government. $1991. Passcode accepted. Loading page. No image on the government. Oh, this isn't the government. This is the initiative. This initiative started in 1991 when Zarnava gained its independence. Its purpose was to preserve sites and documents of cultural significance. See below the list of topics. We've been there. Oh, the rune symbols. There we go. Zarnavians have an Eastern Slavic ancestry and formed pagan beliefs, some of which come in the form of runes. A few locals, like the witch, still believe they hold power. I gotta click on that eventually. Actually, I can. The witch. Local shaman who owns a small shop. Alright, we'll write that down. Shop owner on High Street. She's most known for her appearance with her iconic one bloodshot eye. Writing that down as well. Even as a pillar of Kozlovka's culture, there is a decline in interest for ancient pagan rituals. You can get spiritual chalk. Spiritual chalk is the flagship product of the witch, a local shaman on the high street. It is advised to be able to commune with the surrounding nature and the souls of those who perished with rune symbols. Traditionally, it is a woman's job to mark sites with rune symbols. Okay, I'm going to write that down. Draken Oak. Rune symbols marked by women, traditionally. You never know if that changes. Common list of Slavic symbols. I believe we had 2 Slavic symbols. I want to write them on my notepad because I can't do it on the actual notepad app. I believe it was a plus with like little arrows in the ends. And then there was like a 3-diamond thing below that, if I'm not mistaken. Right? We can always hop back. Where's the Draken Oak? Draken Oak. I was close. It's a little zigzag. I got the arrows right, though. There we go. Modified my image slightly to be a bit more accurate. I had this middle part here, but I didn't have these top parts. So that's where I got it wrong. Okay. Back we go to the rune symbols. Perun's Mark. Oh, that's the cube I drew. Okay, I'm gonna write that down. Associated with the god of thunder. So it's Thor. I'm writing down Thor. The Slavic rune was believed to offer protection against ill omens. Okay, we'd love to see that. Okay, that's nice to see that one. Radovic is the pie, which I think I've seen, but I didn't realize it was a thing. Linked to family lineage and ancestral belongings, frequently found on household objects. All right. I'll whip this over so you can see what I'm working on right now. So we have our runes. And then we have Radovic linked to family, lineage, and blessings found on household objects. All right. We have Izvini, which looks like a stop sign or a do not enter sign, depending on where you're from. So on my notepad that I have with me, I am drawing the symbols, so I actually have pictures of them. And then on the notepad here is where I'm writing down what they are. Izvini is a symbol of forgiveness and peace. We still have not seen either of the two symbols on the oak, which is probably going to be the cross and the glyph. Zemina's cross, yes, there we go, tied to bountiful harvests. It is often carved into tools or boundary stones. So is the tree a boundary marker? That's the real question. And then the last one is the twin glyph. I thought that was an eye when I first saw it. The two interwoven lines represent duality, growth, and decay. Some rural communities believe that this Slavic rune was a symbol of transition. Today is actually Trans Day of Visibility, which is hilarious. All right, we've got everything on here. There are two runes. We have the cross on the top, and the bottom is the twin glyph. Submit findings. Engraved on the tree, there are two runes, the top being Zemnia's cross and the bottom being the twin glyph. The locals clearly hold spiritual beliefs tied to the forest. These beliefs are not unfounded, for there are colonies of symbiotic air gut around the tree. The fungus is likely the cause of the town's agricultural success. Bing. We have another email. The real brief. Thank you. Apologies for being cautious. I need to know you were the right person for the job. I haven't been fully honest with you. This isn't just research. Someone disappeared in the 90s. Writing that down. All right. Official records are incomplete and inconsistent. Most people stopped asking. I didn't. This is interesting now. How do I find these? We have empty pages. Kozlovka, medicinal herbs, the modern initiative, and the preservation initiative. I think we just passed the tutorial, people. That's what this feels like right now. Okay, we need to find out about these disappearances. Blank was also a victim of the disappearance. It was because of this that the blank was scrapped. The victim's belongings were found in the blank, which is where they presumed to have met their ends. I remember hearing about something being scrapped. Right here. Blank was scrapped, which was the preservation initiative. There, yeah, this one. The modern farming initiative was scrapped in 1992. Someone disappeared. I'm assuming it was Kashmir who disappeared. We'll come back to that, though. He was investigating... Well, not investigating. He was involved with the farming initiative. And his disappearance would make sense to cause this to be scrapped. Wait, are both the doctors gone? Oh, I haven't been to this one yet. Mayor Jan. This article has been modified. Oh, interesting. Okay. Jan is the current mayor of Kozlovka. Jan is not dead. Not dead. Written in all caps right here. All right. He came into mayorship after he superseded his father. My father. Okay, let's write that down. Mayor Attila Dragunov. Previous mayor. Deceased. So now we have 3 Dragonovs, which is very interesting. He was best known for proposing the modern farming initiative in which he invited Dr. Ostrovsky to Kozlovka to undergo research. There's not going to be something secret hidden in one of these, is there? There probably is. Why else would they let you zoom in so much? Agriculture we've been... No, we haven't. Kozlovka is known for its agricultural achievements. I struggle with that sentence. Their yearly yields supplies 10% of the food in Zarnava. The medicinal herbs are also known to be overly potent. Yeah. What the heck happened here? Even with their success, there have been pushes to industrialize their practices, most notably the farming initiative proposed in the 90s. So why are there 2 spikes? There's 3! There's a 3rd spike. Okay, that feels important. 3 spikes. I keep forgetting to drag this over so you guys can see what I'm typing. Down at the bottom here. 3 spikes in agriculture chart. 1 at 1890, I believe. 1 at 1890. 1 at... it's probably 1940. 1 at 1940. 1 at 1990. Why are there 3 spikes in the agricultural chart? Nobody knows. But they're there. Okay. We have a few more open links. Apparently we have more on this one. Ah, yeah, the town ledger. Oh. No hint available for the password. Okay. Town ledger requires password. German occupation. Battle of the Forest. From 1941 to 1944, Kozlovka was occupied by the Germans and was a main source of food supply for the battalions occupying that region. In June 1944, so this is the end of the occupation, a huge offensive was launched, cornering the Nazis in the byways of forest. Dozens of lives were lost to the forest, which ended in a Soviet victory. Okay, that tells me something about the Draken Oak. The Draken Oak is a location of the last battle of German occupation. Dozens killed. So the Draken Oak probably has something to do with like some kind of grave marking, which immediately reminds me of this. It's funny that I knew where this was. Immediately reminded of this. And there's the square symbol here as well, which is Thor, which protects from misfortune. Very interesting. Dragonov family we can't access because we need a password, and it's the date of the Winter Festival. So let's see if we can find... We'll try the date of the town founding, which is 1887. No, it's not 1887. Let's check on his father. Attila Dragonov. Also has been modified. Attila Dragonov was the mayor of Kozlovka from 1945 to 1992. 1945 was the date of the war, right? Oh, independence from Russia. So he's the first mayor. Previous and first mayor. Question mark? No, not the first mayor. Mayor during war. We'll type war mayor. So Attila was like the one who was the mayor during the... No, this is the occupation mayor. I'm getting my dates mixed up. Okay, let me go over some things here with you guys, so I can get you clear on where we are right now. Okay, so they were occupied, the country. I didn't write down the country's name either. I'm such a dunce. So anyways, the country. They were occupied by Germany until 1944, where there was the battle. Right here. And then they became part of Russia. This happened a lot in World War II. They kind of get it, you know, as a reward kind of thing. Bunch of territory. They were owned by Russia from 1945 to 1992. And at that point, they got independence from Russia. Attila got kicked out, and Mayor Jan took over, and has been mayor ever since. He was best known for establishing the Kozlovka police force and his affection for bisons. He was superseded by his son when he mysteriously vanished As part of it. Ooh. Atila was the one who vanished. Ooh, okay, we're doing that right there. The victims' belongings were found in the blank, which is where they presumed to have met their ends. Let's find out. 90s disappearances. 15 people vanished. That's a lot of people to vanish. Over the 2 months. Over 2 months. In summer of 1992. Atila Dragunov was among the missing as well as one non-local. This investigation, led by Jan, ran cold after a year, having only found items. This was the most recent tragedy the town had to endure. This is the gravestone again. Found in the forest. Because that's in the forest, right? By the way, the forest. That's this. That picture that we saw of the glasses was this, and the glasses were sitting right here. So they disappeared in the forest. I do not know if Kazmir is actually a victim. Russian mycologist who specialized in rare fungi. He moved and dedicated his 30 years. And it's also been edited. I think that's right. We're gonna do a bit more research though. Unused disappearance. Tragedy. There's more than one tragedy. Oh, geez. Okay. The Modern Farming Initiative was scrapped. Which is this one. Proposed by Mayor Jan. Mayor Jan is still alive to revise the agricultural practices in 1991. What time was the disappearance? 1992. So the disappearances were after this. It was approved by the government after achieving independence in the same year. The proposal was scrapped in 1992 because it was made by Kazmir, who disappeared. That's my guess. I think this is correct. Is that correct? I think it was correct. Dig deeper. I can't believe they were so close to the town. This changes a lot of things. Ooh, okay. I need to mark this down first off. Disappearances. 1 was Mayor. Scroll up. Atila. A-T-Y-L-A. And 2 is Doctor. Starts with an O. Kazmir. They are gone. They have been disappeared. Access request approved. Oh, wow. Okay. Volha Lysenko. I need to write that name down. Volha Lysenko sent a letter of request approval. Do not know who they are. Dear Volha. Oh, wait, no. Dr. Volha received the letter. Asked for approval. And then we have... No. Okay. I think Volha is the person who is emailing us about the disappearances. They're investigating. Dear Volha, thank you for contacting the town hall. After considering your close relationship with the governing bodies, your request to access the article Tragedies has been approved. One-time code. Ah, jeez. Okay. Tragedies password is 7328. It is one time. Do not mess it up.